Hello. Okay, today in our math video, we're going to talk about arrays. So in math, we've been talking about equal groups and how to form equal groups, how to show equal groups with repeated addition, right? So where we group the objects and every group has the same number of objects in it, right? And if it doesn't have the same, it can't be, and with repeated addition, we can't skip count to find the answer, okay? So today we're going to talk about something different with multiplication. Not with multiplication, I'm sorry, with equal groups. And it's just another way to show the same thing we've been learning. So our title today is arrays. Arrays. That's how you say that word, array, okay? And an array, we're going to do a little definition here with some blue. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So we're going to say, in an array, make sure you're writing on the line, please, comma, objects are shown, are shown in rows and columns. And if I'm writing too fast for you, feel free to just pause it as soon as I'm finished writing, and then you can copy what I wrote, okay? That's a good strategy for a flipped video. So if I'm going a little fast because we're writing something, just let me finish writing it and then pause, and after you've listened to it, so then you can write the definition down, okay, or whatever we've written, okay? So I want you to circle the words rows and columns. Oops, I just turned on the eraser. Oh, Miss Hargrove, messy circles. Oh, well, it's fine. So rows and columns. So I want you to write rows right here. You can make it come up with, take up 2 lines. Rows. And over here, columns. And there is an N in columns, okay? It's a kind of a quiet N, columns, okay? So with columns go straight up and down, okay? Like this. They go, oops, I'm sorry. I was meant to do it here. Columns go straight up and down, okay? Rows go side to side. Okay, so rows go this way, columns go this way. It's kind of like horizontal and vertical, okay? We've kind of talked about those 2 words before. We talked about our station partners, right? Horizontal is rows are showed horizontally, columns are shown vertically. Can you do this with your hands real quick? Rows, columns. Say it out loud. Rows, columns, okay? So in an array, we're going to have rows and columns of objects. So it's really, 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 really important that we line up our objects this way and this way, okay? So if we're going to draw hearts, okay? Watch me draw it first, and then you can pause it and draw it yourself, okay? So we're going to draw our hearts like this. It's kind of hard for me to draw on the computer. So I've drawn them straight across right here, and now I'm going to draw one heart right underneath that other one, a heart right underneath this one, a heart right underneath this one. Same thing. I'm going straight this way. They're all lined up that way, and they're all lined up this way. Okay. One more set. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and draw those hearts real quick. Make sure that you're doing it. They're all lined up. These are all lined up. These are all lined up, lined up, lined up, lined up, lined up. Okay, pause it, draw it. Waiting for you. Okay, here we go. So you're back. Cool. So in this set of objects, we have these hearts right here. How many rows do I have? Remember which way rows go. I want you to look at your hearts. How many rows do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. 4 rows, right? So I'm going to say I have 4, write it up here on the line, 4 rows. Okay, and how many are in each row? How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3. And if there's 3 in this row, guess what? Because they're equal groups, there's 3 in all the rows, okay? So the way that we would write this is we would say 4 rows of 3, okay? 4 rows of 3. Oops. Of 3, okay? Another way that I could draw this, okay, I want you to draw a square right about here, okay, just like that. And another way that we can show this is we're going to split our square up into 4 rows. So you're going to draw however many rows there are, you draw one less number of lines. So we'll draw 3 lines to split it. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line in the middle, split it in half, and then I'm going to split each half in half. Let me show you that again of how to do that. I just split it in half. Then this top half I'm going to split into half. This bottom half I'm going to split into half. Now, how many rows do I have? 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And now I need of 3. There need to be 3 columns, 3 in each row. So I'm going to draw 2 lines to split into 3 columns like this. Okay. That is another way I can show an array is with a grid. All right. So now I'll give you, if you need to pause it and catch up, pause it, catch up. Okay. Moving down here. So we talked about repeated addition last week, right? We talked about however many groups there are, that's how many times we're adding, and however many are in each group, that's what we're adding together. So in this case, we're going to look at the rows, okay? So however many rows I have, that is how many times I'm going to add. So I'm going to draw how many rows? 4. So I'm going to draw 1 line plus 2, 3, 4, okay? So I should have 4. If I have 4 rows, I should have 4 blanks, okay? 4 rows, 4 blanks. Then, however many are in each row, that's what I'm adding together each time. So how many are in each row? 1, 2, 3. So I'm adding 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And if I look at this, don't circle it on yours, but I'm going to circle it on mine, then I'm going to delete it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3. I have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Does that make sense? A little bit? We're going to keep practicing, okay? So how can I find the answer to this? I can use what strategy? They're all the same, so what can I do? Skip count. Let's skip count by 3s. Ready? 3, 6, 9, 12. So I have 12 hearts all together. I could do the same thing here. I could count 3, 6, 9, 12. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. I want you to head over to Seesaw and use your journal. Use what we just talked about to do your Seesaw activity, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching.